called Poem. I dreamed I spent a night of passion with Fozzie Bear from the Muppet Show. I have to admit that the whole encounter was somewhat erotic. At particularly sensitive and pleasurable moments, he had a habit of suddenly shouting, "Waka waka," which kind of took the shine off things. He kept his hat on all the time. He ate all the honey. He kept giving me bear hugs. He kept getting fur balls. He mauled the postman. "That's it," I said. "I'm not going out on the pool with Kermit anymore." It wasn't all bad. He was a surprisingly good kisser. We sat down and chatted about philosophical issues, and he told me his belief that he has been controlled at all times by unseen hands. I told him that my Uncle Sid once owned a trilby just the same as his. Fozzie asked if Uncle Sid was a Muppet, and I said no, he works for the gas board. And then Fozzie said, "You know those two old men who used to heckle me all the time. Do you remember them? All that heckling they did. They're dead now, the pair of them. Dead and buried." "So you had the last laugh," I told him. "Not really," he replied. "You should see the abuse I get on my Twitter account." I changed the subject back to my Uncle Sid. We went to bed and I cuddled up to his fluffiness. His warmth radiated out further than any of his failed one-liners. I remember how I'd seen him riffing with Kermit, getting frisky with Miss Piggy, always plumping for the obvious joke. And just then I knew that if our love was his act, I would throw no tomatoes, I wouldn't shout or boo, I wouldn't heckle him, but applaud the absolute and overwhelming show-stopping hilarity of him. Just then he pulled the sheets over to his side. "What kind of animal are you?" I asked. "I'm a bear," he said. Waka, waka, waka. At the height of our lovemaking, I sent a text to a friend. "Do you remember I texted a certain bear called Fozzie?" "No," he replied. "Who was he?" I sent no more texts in a way you couldn't make up it, that I should spend my nights making love with a Muppet. Fozzie, 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 waka, waka, waka. With the light switched off, he became tender and loving. He ran his fluffy thin fingers through my hair and told me that he'd not felt this way since a failed romance with the Swedish chef. He took off his polka dot bow tie and knotted it round my wrist. I found it strangely erotic. "Do you want to wear the hat?" he asked. "No thanks," I replied. "It's going to remind me of my Uncle Sid." "Wear it," he said. "Wear it. Wear it. Wear the hat. Go on. Put the hat on. Put the hat on. Put it on. Wear it. I want you to wear the hat. I want you to wear the hat. I want you to wear the hat. Put it on. Put the hat on. Put it on, big boy. Put it on, bad boy. Wear it, stubby muffin. Wear it, you tart. Wear it, you tart. Wear the hat. Wear the hat. Wear the hat. Just wear the bloody hat." I put it on and he wacka, wacka, wackered. He left before the night was over, and only then did I realise my wallet was missing. Like everything else he'd done in his life, I didn't think it was very funny. Thank you very much.